Good. So I'll just write the program. So how to create an array, how to insert the elements into the array. So with the loop also you can insert, even with the manually also you can insert. How to do that insertion, I'll show you. So let's create a array demo, new class. So even you can create a, your own programs. Already I have given here. So you can go here, a lot of array programs are there. You can see here, you can fill an arrays or whatever you want. You can print an array method, you can write. Right. So many random array you can create. So that's 5 elements you can store here and enter the values, and again it will store in the array. But how to assign the values, and we'll see that one by one. So let's go and create a, first I'll create a character array. So you can practice a string array, maybe all fruits you can store. And then you can create integer array, practice those 2 programs. And same way you can practice this. So let me create a one private. So void print oval array. Print ovals. So I'll store in the array, and so ovals means what kind of data type elements? What kind of data type?
String.
Ovals. What are the ovals?
Characters.
AIOI.
A is the string. So what is A is the string, or so what type of data type? E is a char, right? Character data type. So you create array. So data type, square bracket, array variable, array name, basically array name equal to new. So data type and size. I give the size. So data type is a character, square bracket. So else is my array name, new char. So 5 vowels are there. So 5 vowels. As per this formula, I created an array. So if you want array size, array, how many are there if you want to know, then just go. So vowels array length is, so what is the formula? Array name dot length property, length instance variable. What is the array name? Vowels is the array name dot, so length. So it's a instance variable, so the returns integer data. So that's how you can get array length. Now how to insert or assign a value to the array. So the answer is, you have to give array name of index equal to value. This is the formula. How to assign the or insert a value to the array? Array name of index. So what is the array name? Vowels. Square bracket, first index is 0. That's right. What is the first character in the vowels? A. So second element I'm inserting. Vowels of, so AE. Characters, character data type, that's putting in single quotes. Character, how we will represent? In single quotes. So vowels true equal to I. 3. O. U. But I'm inserting more than the array size. Now this one is a which element? Vowels of 5 means what element? Vowels of 5 means another element, right? The 6th element. So this is the 6th element. But how many you can place in the array?
5.
5 only you can place. But we are inserting 6th element. So what kind of exception you will get on this line? You are inserting more than the array size. So what
Out
kind
of
of
bounds exception.
array index
Out of
out of
bounds.
bounds exception? Array index out of bounds exception. If you try to, now you won't get any error. See, there is an error. After running, you will get this exception on this line. Okay, so that's the one. So to print an array or to iterate an array, you can use for each loop also or normal for loop. There is a for each loop. So for each loop syntax is very easy than normal for loop. So for bracket, so data type of the array, so variable colon array name. So curly bracket, you can build the logic. So this is a simple for each loop. So this for each loop is used only for arrays and collections. If you have multiple data, then you can use this for each loop. Otherwise, you cannot use. Let's see now. I'm iterating the array. How to iterate an array? If anybody asks you, either you can use a for each loop or you can use a. So how to iterate an array? How to iterate or print an array? If anybody asks you what is the answer you have to give, either you can use a for each loop or normal for loop. What is the for each loop syntax? For bracket data type of the array. So what is the data type of our array now?
Char.
Char. This is the data type of, what is the array name? Vowels is the array name. Variable, you can give any variable. Colon. So the array name is here vowels. Vowels is the array name. Then write the logic inside the body. So let's finish this. For bracket, data type is a char. So V colon array name is vowels. That means this V represent the each element of this array. So first V contains first element, that is A. So V contains an element. So it is true, comes inside. If you want to print, what is the print statement we need to write? What is the print statement? What is the print statement in Java?
System.out.println.
System.out.println. For that also we are struggling. Just give V. So same line if you want, just put a /t after V. First V goes to V contains A value. A value will print, one space will print. Again V goes to second element. What is the second element?
E.
So now V contains E. So it will come and inside the body V will print and space will print. Again V goes to third element. Third element is I. So I will print. So now V goes to fourth element. What is the fourth element? O. So fourth element will print. So V goes to next fifth element. What is the fifth element? U. So the size is only till 5 only. So there is no element, it won't come inside, it won't print anything. After U after. So that's this. So I'm bringing the cursor to next line. So end of second put, so end of for each loop. That's it. So now I can start another way to iterate the array. So what is the other way to iterate the array? Using normal for loop. So iterate or print array using normal for loop. So what is the normal for loop syntax? So what is the normal for loop syntax? Sarthak? What is the normal for loop syntax? You have written almost 10 programs, for loop programs. What is the for loop syntax?
Initialization,
For
condition,
first
For loop
first for
initialization,
bracket initialization,
colon, condition,
colon condition,
colon condition,
increment
or decrement,
or decrement. Bracket,
close,
curly bracket, logic. That's it. Same thing I'm applying here. So for initialization is where your array starts. Array starts at what index? What is the initial
Zero
first
index.
element? Index
0.
0.
A.
So int I equal to 0. So int I equal to I is the variable name. You have to give int I equal to 0. I less than array dot length. So what is array dot length? Vowels dot length. So I plus plus. See, I'm not giving the code here, the hard coded value. I'm not telling 5. This will calculate vowels length, vowels dot length. If you give, that will calculate internally. You don't need to worry about that. So next bracket. So this one. I want to print an array. I want to get each element. So I want to print first. So how can you print array name? Vowels is the array name. The index number. What is the index number it is representing here now? I. I is the index number. So write I here. So here the index number is represented by I. So it is iterating till 5 elements. So you can just put this one. So this is we are printing from first element to last element using normal for loop. So iterate print array in reverse order. So that is from first element to last element. Okay, but this one end of for loop. Normal for loop is different. For each loop is different. Please understand the difference. So for each loop syntax is this one. For bracket data type of the array. So how can you get the data type of array? So you have here already created it very clearly given here in the array syntax. You already read this. So then that is the data type. Then variable name, any variable name you give, it doesn't matter. Colon array name. So array name, this is the array name. See, I very clearly given. Array name this one. So that array name you can give. Then below what you want to do, you do that. That logic you build up. So I'm just printing here. I'm just printing here. That's the print statement I have taken. If you want to do some other thing, you can write a logic. So that you can do that. What logic you want to build, you can do that. So this is the first program. And you can see here. So I'm going to explain this very clearly one by one now. First, I equal to 0. So 0 less than vowels dot length 5. So it is true. Comes inside. So what is the ovals of now? What is the I value currently? So what is the I value?
0.
0. So
Zero.
here 0. Ovals of 0. Ovals of 0 means what is the value?
A.
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 A will print. So ovals of 0 means so A will print. Next. So next what will happen? So if the body is over, where it will go? Cursor will go where? Sridevi, cursor will go after for loop body. Where the cursor will go? Which part of this for loop cursor will go? Which part of this body after where it will go?
Increment or decrement?
Increment or decrement.
Increment.
Here it will execute. So that part you execute. So I plus plus means I equal to I plus 1. I value currently 0 plus 1. So now 1 you will get. Now after increment, where it will go? It will go to condition place. So what is the condition? Now what is the I value currently? Replace here. Replace I value, current I value. What is the current I value? 1.
One.
So replace that 1. 1 less than holes dot length how much? What is the holes dot length? How much?
5.
5. So what is the answer? True or false?
True.
True. So
True.
comes inside. So it will come ovals of 5 value currently 1. So replace I value. This place I value replace with 1. So ovals of 1 means what is the value?
E.
E
E.
will print. Now again it will go to I plus plus part. So go here and calculate the I value. I value means I plus 1. I plus plus means I equal to I plus 1. That's the meaning of I plus plus means. So current I value 1 plus plus means plus 1. So it will become 2. Now it will go to condition place. So condition I value currently less than ovals dot length is 5. So now that is true. Comes inside. So ovals of square bracket, what is the I value?
I 2.
3.
So 2, 3. Yeah.
2.
Where are you seeing?
Two,
Here,
two,
see, I equal to 2. So that same value you have to replace in the body also. Now it will go to top. So body is over. Body execution is over. Now it will go to increment part. I equal to I plus plus. Now currently I value 2 plus 1. So it is 3. So it will go 3 less than 5. It is 2. Comes inside. So ovals of 3. So ovals of 3 means what value it will print? O will
O.
print. Again, it will go to upper body. I increment part. I equal to 3 plus 1, 4 it will print. So it will go 4 less than 5. That is true. So comes inside. So ovals of 4. Ovals of 4. Ovals of 4. So ovals of 4 it will execute. And ovals of 4 value is U. U will print. And again, so generally it will go to increment part, right? Still because that's becoming true only. That's why it will go still. It will go to here only. So I equal to 4 plus 1, 5. So now 5 less than 5. True or false? 5 is smaller than 5. True or false?
False.
False.
False. 5 is not smaller than 5, right? So that's why false. So it doesn't come inside the body. So this is the how you need to write iterations. Every part, if you write like this, you will get a Nice answer. Everywhere you will use this for loop only. Okay, so that's one. Next, how to iterate in reverse order. Reverse order means what? I want to print from last element to first element. I want to print. So this is a reverse order, right? Reverse order means from which element you need to start? Last element. So what is the last element index?
U.
Hmm?
Index.
U is not the index, ma. U is just a value. Why you are confusing? Index means these things. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the indexes. These are values. Values can be anything. Values are not index. Index is this one. In the square bracket 0, 1, 2, 3. These are the index means integer number, not values. Please catch that difference. Values are different, indexes are different. Index means integer number. Here it can be, if you create a string, the values can be different too. But index number is constant. Always 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like that. Is it clear now? What is the last index? How can you get the last index? You need to start with the last index. So what is the last index formula?
For int I is equal.
Huh? What is the last index formula?
Array name length
Huh?
minus 1.
Array name dot length minus
Length
1.
minus 1.
Array name dot length minus
Minus
1.
1.
What is the array name?
Vowels.
Vowels. Vowels dot length
Length
minus 1.
minus
So
1.
this will give you the last element index. You don't need to hard code. You can use the formulas only. Now up to where you want to go? J greater than or equal to 0. Till 0 you have to go. And it is a descending order, right? Descending order means what operator you need to use? Greater than symbol, then what
Decrement operator.
decrement operator you need to use. That's it. Now, printing arrays in the normal for loop always array name of index only. Array name of, what is the index number, index name here? What is the index name here? What is the index name here? We use it here in this line now. What is the index name here? What is index name here in this line?
Integer.
Huh? Huh? What is the index name here in this line?
Integers.
Integer. Integer is not index. Integer is a data type.
Data
Data type.
I is the index name. I is the index name. Here, what is the index name here?
J.
J.
J. So give the J here. J is the index name. So J value first. So what is the first J value? What is the first J value you will get? What is the J value you will get? First, calculate that.
4.
4 you will get. What is the J value initially? Vowels dot length 5 minus 1. So what is the value you got it? 4.
4.
Even mathematics also, I think you are dull. What happened? So next. So what is the next? This you calculated J value. Now where it will go? It will go to second part. So what is the second part? J value. What is the current J value?
4.
4. So 4 greater than or equal to 0. Is it true or false? Hmm? 4 greater than 0. True or
True.
false?
True.
True. So true means what will happen? It will come inside, right?
Mhm.
So vowels of, what is the J value now currently?
4.
4. So 4, what is the 4 vowels of 4 means what is the value?
U.
U. So U will print. So that means it will print U first. So it will print U first. Next, it will go up. So now where it will get? It will go to J minus minus. So J minus minus, what is the current J value?
Minus
Minus
1.
minus means what is the J minus minus means? J equal
Minus
to
1.
J minus 1. J minus 1. J equal to J minus 1. So J, what is the J value? Current J value? 4. 4 minus 1?
3.
3. Next, where it will go after you got the latest J value? So it will go to condition place. I think you are not reading that diagram I have given. So the J value is 3 greater than or equal to 0. So true comes inside. In the print statement, you write vowels of 3. So that you will get here vowels of 3 values. What is vowels of 3 value? O.
O.
So O will print. Not 0, O will print. So then it will go here and J equal to current J value 3. 3 minus 1, it is 2.
2.
So it will go to the condition again. 2 greater than or equal to 0. It is true. So comes inside. Vowels of 2. Vowels of 2. So that is I. So I will print. So next, it will go here. J value will be calculated. Now J value currently 2 minus 1. It is 1. So it go 1 greater than or equal to 0. It is 2. Comes inside. So vowels of current I value 1. So 1 it will print. So here
E.
E will print. So next we'll go to the top decrement part. J equal to 1 minus 1, 0. So 0 equal to 0, that is true and comes inside. So array name of J value 0. So replace 0. So that is, it will print A. So again it will go to the top. It will go to the top. So J equal to 0 minus 1, that is minus 1. So then minus 1 greater than or equal to 0. True or false?
False.
False.
False. So it doesn't come inside. It doesn't come into the body. If the condition is false, it doesn't come into the body. So this is the how you need to iterate. But so now we have written a non-static method, right? How to call non-static method of this class? So what you need to do?
Create object.
Create object for this class. First create object for that class. Create object for the class using new keyword. So the syntax is class name. So object reference equal to new class name. So what is the class name? Array demo. ADOBJ equal to new. So array demo. So you call ADOBJ dot the method print vowels. This is how to call the non-static method of calling non-static or instance. So non-static method, what is the other name? Instance method of void type. void return type. Void means it doesn't return anything, just object reference dot non-static return type method. See, it is going to throw error. It won't print for you. So see, you will get an error. Why you will get error? See that. Exception in thread main. See, in the main method in this line, 49 line, you are getting. See, here you can easily debug which line you are getting an exception. This array index out of bounds exception. This is the class name. Array index out of bounds exception. Index 5 out of bounds for length 5. So it is clearly saying why you are getting this. I told you, if the elements you are inserting at wrong index, you will get a. So this is the line number 16. You see that? Clearly is telling line number 16. So why 49 is showing is a full stack trace. Because you first did this line here, you are calling that method. That's why 49 line. Then in this method inside, you can see print vowels method inside line number 16, it is showing this exception. So you can easily understand line number 16 means, okay, I inserted more than the array size. Wrong index I inserted. That's why it is throwing array index out of bounds exception. Is it clear? I have shown you very clearly the exception. Then how can we handle this? So you have to add a try catch blocks. There is an exception handling is there, one topic. So as of now, we don't know. I'll comment out this. Let's comment out this. So we should not include more than the array size, but we included. If you include, you will get this exception. If we comment out, you are not entering more than the array size now. I removed, I commented out so that now it is exactly 5 elements are inserted. So first element, second element, third element, fifth element. That is array name of index is the fifth element. See, fifth element means, understand, fifth element means what is the index number for fifth element?
4.
4. For fourth element, what is the index number?
3.
So for a third element, what is the index number?
2.
Second element, what is the index number?
1.
First element, what is the index number?
0.
10th element, what is the index number?
9.
Clear, right?
Yes.
That's the how I'm going to ask these questions now. I'm going to give an exercise for you on this. How to do that now. I'm going to execute this program. Let's execute this program. So run as Java application. See, you got all the vowels with for each loop. This is with for each loop we printed. We stored 5 elements at a time in the array, and we printed with a for each loop, and we printed with a normal for loop, and we printed in the reverse order. Reverse order we printed. This is reverse order. Reverse means last element to first element we printed. This is the reverse order or not? So that's but this is the costly operation, this one. Each element you are iterating, but this is not a so exact operation you should do that, but efficiently we have to do. That's what they will ask in the interviews also. So this is the each element you are iterating. You should not do that. So that I'll tell you how to iterate. So one by one element. So is this clear? And some programs I'll just give you here. If you go to our so our blog, you have a Java array program. Here you have, this is the question. Write Java statement that do the following. Can you do this? Declare an array. What is the array name? Num array of 15 elements of type integer. Can you do this? Can you do this first one? And it is saying declare an array with array name num array. And what is the size? 15 elements. What is the type of array?
Int.
Int. Can you create an array for this first? If you want array name, I'll bring you in the chat. So I'll bring you in the chat. Quickly, so create and paste to me alone, not for everyone, paste to me alone only. So you can paste, so to me, so you can do that. Quickly, can you do that? So can you create quickly that exercise? These are exercises you have to do and send it. Okay, other programs, maybe I'll stop this.